You're a burglar, but you only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims. What are you stealing?
I would steal every measuring cup but the 1/3 one.
The one that nobody ever needs.
Yeah. You use it for one recipe.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JG's Lounge. I'm your host, Jukebox, here with another episode of Stardom. And with me, my lovely, most wonderful guest here, Baish. Baish, how you doing, man? You're eating pizza for breakfast, man. How you doing?
It's great. Nothing like eating pizza like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I guess it is 7 a.m. for you. That's not too early for you since you get up at like 2 in the morning, anyways.
This is true.
It's true. What kind of pizza? It looks like frozen pizza.
It's pepperoni pizza, and yes, it's frozen pizza. It's not that great, and it will probably give you mud butt, but I'm hungry.
You're hungry. Fair enough, man. You and I are both off today, so this kind of worked out well.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up like, man, I want to do a show because, with the concert and everything going on, I'm going to do a little promo here. With the a tour to you coming on, I've been putting a lot of focus into that, which is fine. I feel, these shows ain't going anywhere, but I try to squeeze them in when I can. So,
because you're a great man, that's why.
Dude, I just don't want to. I don't want it to affect, my time with my family. So doing early morning shows like this is nice because they're still sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't affect it. and I'm usually up this early anyway. So
I've been up since 4.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds about right because it's 6 o'clock for me when it's 4 there, and I'm waking up to get my kid up and ready for school. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been up.
Yeah.
Forgot what I did when I first woke up.
I put a little clip together and then, I messaged you about doing a show.
Yeah. I stepped on the dog.
Which, do you only have one dog?
Now, yeah.
Yeah. We got too many dogs, man. We got a blue heeler. We've got a German Shepherd Pyrenees mix, and then a Pyrenees pit mix, and then 2 wieners.
Oh, I wanted a wiener, but we have a Yorkie.
Yeah. Yorkies are a pain in the ass, though. Well, actually, wieners are a pain in the ass. But Yorkie's got so much damn energy.
No, he's a little butthole. You're right. He's a little butthole. Mr. Dinkelman.
Mr. Dinkelman. That's so funny, man, because, you said not a lot of people know what that's from. It's like, man, I love open season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who picked the name?
I did.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Let's see. What are ours? Are Mr. Schnitzel. What else do we have? God, Gracie Oso, which means bear in Spanish. We got him from a foster. We fostered him from some family that had to surrender him or something like that, and they only speak Spanish. So it's funny. He's already kind of trained, but you have to talk to him in Spanish. So we had to learn the tricks and the words to say to him in order to get him to do stuff.
Nice.
So it's interesting.
I was gonna drink water, but I couldn't find water, so I'm just gonna drink this.
Squirt's so good, man. Squirt is so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like Squirt, you probably don't know what it is.
I gotta go take some Squirt.
I like Squirt. I like have you had Fresca? Fresca's a good one.
Fresca.
Mm-hmm. It's not Fresca isn't popular either, but it's a good one, man.
Watered down soda. That's all it is.
That's all it is. And it's like grapefruit flavored or some shit. That's what Squirt is.
Delicious.
All right, so for today, everybody, since this show is extremely random, I'm so used to doing random topics for my guests, but I wanted to do something random for me as well. So I downloaded the random generator on my phone. Basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to pop it up, and I'm going to generate the 4 words that it makes, and then we are just going to pick words that remind us of something, and then we're going to talk about it. It sounds extremely simple, and I'm interested to see what happens. So, you ready for this?
Yeah, I dropped my pieces.
First one. I'm going to switch this up here if it'll let me. No, it won't. Hold on, guys. Bear with me because it's not letting me generate. There we go. Okay, slow, kill, aftermath, and zinc. I know plenty of slow people, especially when you're like trying to park in a parking lot and there's people in the middle of the lot and you're trying to, and they see you, but they don't move out of the way.
I can do one with all of them.
Can you?
I don't like slow people. I want to kill them. And the aftermath of that is I need to drink some zinc.
You know, it's sad that when the word slow pops up, the first thing I think of is people being slow.
The first thing I think of is people that I come into contact with every day.
Ah, dude. And there's so many different versions of slow, whether it's physically slow or mentally slow. It's all draining to me.
The slow thing kind of goes to the kill thing, because yesterday when I was at work, some lady asked me how should she cook, I forgot, I think it was a ham, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I don't really know how to cook a ham. Can you tell me? I'm like, okay, well, you put in the oven. I don't like using ovens.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
well, you can try to, if you have an air fryer that's big enough for the ham, you can do it in there. I don't have that.
Okay.
What do you want me to do here?
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out here. You gotta work with me.
She's like, is there any way to leave it out and cook? No. I've never heard of anything cooking just leaving it out.
No.
And I just looked at her. I was like, I feel like taking you outside because it was raining and just putting your face in a puddle.
Oh my god!
And feeling the life come out of you. It's a little,
no, it's morbid, but it's all good, Yeah. When I think of kill, though, for me, it's like insects and bugs that aren't harming anybody, and then they like want you to kill it, like spiders.
Yeah.
In my house, like if there's a spider, everybody freaks out and wants me to kill them, and I'm like, they're not doing anything. And just why am I going to kill it? It'd be different if it was a mouse or a rat or something, but or a cockroach. But it's a damn spider. They're supposed to be here.
Yeah. I just stare at it, and my wife's like, "Kill it." I'm like, "Why?"
There was one. We had a spider in the corner of our shower one time, and it lived there for like a year and a half, and we named it Tim. And whenever something would change or whenever he would catch something, we would be like, "Oh, did you see what Tim did?"
Good shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good. As far as aftermath, the only thing I think of is whenever I'm eating something, what the aftermath might be for me.
When I hear aftermath, I think of Shady.
Shady aftermath.
Eminem.
Yes,
Shady aftermath. That's what I think of when I hear aftermath.
Right on. And then zinc. Yeah, the only thing I could think of was zinc is like in your multivitamins and all that stuff. There's nothing really too creative about that one.
Very true.
All right, what else we got here? Self-publicize, argument, and inform. I argue with plenty of people on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. When I think of self, I think of me because I love me some me.
You love you some you?
Yeah.
You look at yourself in the mirror every day and you go, man, I'm sexy.
Pretty much. I'm just like, man, you know what? Your wife was very lucky.
For me, it's the other way around. I look at myself and I'm like, damn, I'm lucky to have my wife because I'm not that sexy.
You're a sexy ginger.
I mean, I'm a pretty good looking ginger. I mean, you
I'm
see all these gingers walking around.
Gingers in the world.
Yeah, I know. There's
you're like at least top 5.
I'm at least in the top 1% of gingers, or at least the top 3%. I'll give myself a little bit of leeway
top
there.
5.
Top 5%. Oh, cool.
I've seen some gingers.
Yes, I mean I've seen some too, and I don't have all the freckles either. But one thing about me is I don't really find gingers attractive either. Female gingers. I mean, there's a couple like celebrities that are like, okay, they're pretty good looking, but like I've never been like, wow, that ginger's damn good looking. Like, I want to get with that. Like, that's never been a thing for me.
I'm trying to think of a ginger that's hot. I think it's the girl from Mad Men.
Is it the same chick from Good Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, Christina Hendricks.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
hot.
she's good looking.
So it goes like her, and then you,
But you got to think
and then
about
the dude from Harry Potter.
Hell no. The dude from Harry Potter.
Yeah,
What's that? Have you seen Sick Note with him in it?
yeah.
That's pretty good. It's on Netflix, I think. I'm not sure what it's on. It's got him. It's got one of the dudes from Shaun of the Dead, the bigger dude. He basically he gets told, like, he's the doctor, and he tells the guy from Harry Potter that he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And like they do this whole all this shit, and then he finds out he's not dying or some shit.
He like quits his job and does all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Publicize, I think, a tour to you.
Publicize and inform. You said a tour to you? Yeah, of course, man. When I think of publicize, I think of social media and basically what we do for our shows in general. I mean, if we ain't publicizing it, then we ain't going anywhere.
Very true.
Yeah. And you started about the same time as me, right? Well, no, you might have been around a little bit longer than me. I started in October of 20.
Return of the Cricks, I think, was about October or December, somewhere around there.
Oh, so it was literally about the same time as me.
Yeah, but I had a different one with my buddy Chunk.
Yep.
With Baish and Chunk. So,
but you guys discontinued that one, right? You guys don't really do that anymore.
No, we just continued and just merged it into the ROC.
Yeah, which makes sense. As far as inform, I would like to inform all of you that we are doing a concert called A Tour to You. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. So for all of you that are not watching right this second, please check it out. We will have links in pretty much all over the internet starting tomorrow. So,
buy tickets.
Buy tickets. It's for a good cause. It's for donating to a good charity and promoting, people with mental health issues, finding, what they need to help them through it. So, and we got a lot of artists from different genres, I mean, you might not, like all of them, but the point is to get their word out there and not to be biased. So,
you're going to like some of them.
Yeah, you'll like some of them.
You'll like them.
And it's only $15. I mean, you're donating to a good cause. So
that's like going to Starbucks twice.
It's like going to Starbucks twice. Unless there's two of you, then it's going to Starbucks once.
Exactly. Just give up one day of Starbucks.
Yeah.
And you've already bought your ticket.
You got your ticket right there. Next up, we got rifle, describe, audited, and death.
Ugh.
I know that's not
all those things mean death.
Yes, audited. I mean, that's a death to me for sure, especially with work. Dude, I literally spent like 3 days over like Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday I spent in the office doing paperwork. And that's the one thing I hate the most. It's not even like hard. I just hate to do it. I'm a hands-on person. I hate to fucking sit in the office and organize papers and file stuff away.
I would love to do that. I would love to sit in the office and do. I've never had an office job.
It sucks, dude. It's boring.
Oh, man, I would love boring at this point in my life. Boring sounds awesome. Have you ever been IRS audited?
I mean, I've had to pay the IRS back from messing up on my taxes.
Yeah, I had an audit. I think it's like 6 years ago, and they wanted to know how much money I actually made. So I had to find receipts from like 5 or 6 years prior.
Oh no!
And like show this, and this. I mean, it ended up being a mistake on their part because they were auditing somebody named Leroy. The person's name was Leroy Bansford.
It was that close.
Yeah, and my name is Leroy Benford.
Yep.
So essentially, like they're like, "Oh, we made a mistake." I went through 2 months of getting everything together, as I sent it to them, and the next day, they're like, "Oh, we're really sorry. It wasn't you that we were auditing."
You're like, "You motherfuckers."
I was like, "Oh my god,
dude!" I would be frustrated. I would be very frustrated.
I was a little upset. I was a little perturbed. I was a little perturbed.
Did it make you want to use a rifle?
No, never. No. I would never think to use a rifle ever. I did have to rifle through my stuff
Yes, there you go. There you go. I like that word. Um, I've had. Have you ever like had the IRS come after you because they're like, "Oh, it's not actually not your fault, but you do owe us back some money. We paid you too
No,
much." I've had that happen.
I've had child support do that. Where
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, you owe us like a certain amount of money." I'm like, "How? The money comes out every single week. Like, I don't understand." And then come back the next month and be like, "Oh, you paid us way too much."
yeah, but then you get the money. You get the money back, right? Or do you
Yeah,
not?
you get the money back, but it's still a pain.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's
Oh man,
horrible.
it's funny. And I was talking to somebody at work the other day. I'm like, man, it's crazy all the things they don't teach you in school, like to be an adult.
They teach you everything in school that has nothing to do with being an adult.
Oh my god,
Like,
it's insane how much like you learn because like I work with like these 18, 19, 20-year-olds and they're like all immature still, and it's like you have yet to learn. Like you have no idea.
yeah, I had some kid who got his first check, and he was just like, "What's FICA? Like, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, because one, you have a child, so it's dependent, so you take a little bit more money out,
Right.
so your check went from here down to here
Mm-hmm.
because you have to pay taxes."
I hate looking at the gross like that you make because the gross is always like almost double every time of what you actually take home.
Yeah, it's very sad.
It's mind boggling, man. It's so insane. And then when you get your refunds, they tax that too.
Yeah, it's like I got a bonus from work. Like, oh, we're all getting a bonus, and I got a bonus, and they taxed it.
Yep. That's
So
what
I'm just like,
they did that with ours because like it used to be that our bonuses were a separate check in itself.
yeah.
And now they add it to your check, so you actually get taxed more.
I'm telling you, in schools, they should teach bill paying 101, IRS, and loans.
They need to have a class where it's basically relationships that fail. And then each like week is a different scenario, and everybody has to learn the lesson of what it feels like to to like get married and divorced, like the financial side of it, to live with somebody and have things tied together and then break up. Just all the scenarios that could possibly happen to you.
If you remember back in the day, they used to have the whole parent like family thing, where you used to either have a doll or the flower, and you have to take care of the doll or take care of whatever. They stopped doing that because they said it was teaching kids about having sex and having families, young. Even though I don't know how a fucking 5-pound of flour is a baby, but
Well, now they're enforcing teaching kids about safe sex in middle school.
Yeah,
because of how bad it's got.
Well, it's elementary.
Is it elementary now?
6th grade.
Oh, you know what? It's actually, I remember they brought a bear to my kid's school. He was in like 4th or 5th grade. They brought a bear, and like the bear had to like kind of talk to them about spots not to, make sure people aren't touching and stuff like that. It was weird.
Weird for a bear. Like, hey, everybody, I'm Gropey the bear. Don't touch here, don't touch there.
It'd be even better if it was Smokey the bear coming in there, preventing forest fires and putting out I don't know what,
putting out puberty angles. Only you can prevent being horny.
Only you can prevent pedophiles.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got whip, teeth, transport, and hill.
Oh man, I'm black, so I don't like the whip part.
You don't like whip? You don't like whipped cream?
Well, okay. Whipped cream sounds nice. It's a good way to spin
it. So you're not into BDSM? That's what you're saying?
No. When my wife even tries to like grab me, because she's small, so when she tries to manhandle me, it doesn't work. Like she's 5'2", like 150, I think. I'm 6'3", like 260. So her grab me is like get off.
She needs to get those stiletto nails and just get you.
I got a thing with being stabbed.
Do you really? Just from
I
experiences?
Yeah. I've been stabbed an abnormal amount of time. Like,
yeah. You're a big guy, though. You got a lot of places to stab.
Exactly. Doesn't make it right, though.
No, it's true. It doesn't. What about teeth? You like biting?
No, since mine are broken here,
yeah.
I don't really like the word teeth, but
I get it, dude. I don't have the best teeth either.
Yeah, but at least you still have yours.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are missing back here, but I mean, that's another thing. It's like, man, I didn't take care of my teeth when I was younger, so now it's like I maintain, but like you can't make them better. There's a point where making them better is hard.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive, man. It is not cheap.
See, mine wasn't taken care of. I was getting hit in the face with a pipe. So,
really?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, though. You're fine.
Oh no, I'm fine.
You don't want to get a bridge? Something that just.
Oh man, I thought about doing that, but our insurance doesn't cover that. That's considered cosmetic.
Oh man, there's something else I need to teach you in school. Insurance.
Right? Insurance doesn't cover anything.
It's so, dude. It's funny because ours is like really good, but like any medical or like it all has to go through my work. I can't you can't go to CVS or Walgreens or somewhere else. You have to go there. What about transport? You know, when I think of transport, I think like taxis and stuff. I can't remember the last time I was in an Uber or a taxi cab.
No, I was in an Uber like 3 days ago.
What for?
So, you know, April does like the pop-ups, right?
Right.
For the soap stuff. So she was going to leave in the morning to go and get stuff for it and be gone. So I had to go to work. So I'm like, you know, I don't want to wake up early to drop me off at work. I was taking Uber over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uber driver was weird, man. Like, weird. He kept looking back at me. And I'm like, you okay? He's just like, oh, you're a big guy. And I was like,
okay.
Thank you. And like 2 seconds later, no, I mean, you're a really big guy. I was like, all right, cool. And he's just like, oh, what do you do for fun? I'm like, I work.
I wrestle. You like wrestling?
No. But he's like, oh, you know, we should hang out sometime. You know, you're a big guy. You know, I like big guys. I think he was hitting on me.
Oh, that's awkward.
In the Uber. So I'm like,
that's awkward.
I'm still like 10 minutes away from my job. I'm just like, come on, hurry up. So he gets to the end. He's like, so what do you think? Me and you hanging out? I was like, I'm married, but you know, thank you. He's like, she doesn't need to know. And I'm just like, worst Uber ride ever. I'm giving you 1 star, bro. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, you hit on me the whole time. I saw you eye banging me with it. You know.
I'm just trying to go to work, dude.
Yeah.
All right, next round of words we've got eggnog. Ugh, disgusting. Judge, enjoy, and forgive. Have you had eggnog? I hate it.
I've had it once. It's gross.
It's disgusting.
I don't see why people love that shit.
I don't even know why it's a thing.
It's so nasty.
As far as judge goes, I don't know any judges that I like.
I'm dealing with judges now, but
yeah, but are any of them, are they fair, or are they? I feel like when it comes to being a judge, they're always like catered towards the women, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, unless the women shows out, then I think they're more like, if a woman acts crazy or they have proof that she's crazy, then it'll kind of go down the middle. It never goes towards the guy side.
Right.
It's more or less like, you know, you got to prove to me that you're not wrong.
Right. The only other thing I think of when I think of the word judge is like all these fucking Christians who like shove it in your face and like judge you even though they're not supposed to. Like, it's literally, I grew up that way. I know for a fact it says not to judge other people, but they constantly do it.
Well, yeah, what you do, your lifestyle you have, who you talk to, what you do in your home.
Which I think is kind of that's for anybody. Like, everybody in a way judges, but like at least I can keep my opinions to myself.
Oh yeah, no, I judge everybody. I'm super harsh about it, but at the end of the day, I don't really care.
No, if it doesn't affect me, then Yeah.
Stop.
You like to get a rise out of people. That's the thing.
Well, no, somebody at work was just like, "Hey, you're verbally abusive," and I was like, "What are you talking about, you chunky Avenger?" And he was like, "Right there, right there." I was just like, "That's crazy."
No. If I'm verbally abusing you, it means I like you.
Exactly. I'm talking to you.
For how about forgive? Do you got anything for forgive? I really don't have anything interesting for the word forgive.
No, I don't forgive people. You know that when people irritate me or get like I'm super emotional about it.
Yes.
So like
you take
forgiveness
it personally.
is not on the plate.
I don't forgive, but I don't. It's more like I don't care. So like if it affects me, I'll address it, and if it doesn't affect me, I just don't give a shit and I let it be.
Yeah.
I try to be as professional and as least dramatic as I can be about everything I do.
I'm the other way. Unless it has to do with money or what I'm doing, then I'm professional. I don't, get into it. But if it has to do with something that I know is not going to leak into my business or hurt my money, then I can be, emotional about it.
Mm-hmm. So the next set of words here is mark, crate, liquid, and wire.
Every mark I've ever met, I've hated. I kid you not. Every mark I've ever met.
My new father-in-law is Mark.
Oh, sorry, Mark. No, it's because
he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
My PE teacher, the Red Wedding. My PE teacher when I was in junior high, his name was Mark, and he ended up going to jail like 5 years later for touching boys inside the locker room.
Oh no.
I had a science teacher named Mark, and he was an asshole. I've known people throughout my life named Mark. They've always been buttholes. Every single one of them. I've never met a Mark where he's been like, "Hey, what's going on? Everything's cool." I'm like, "Oh, that Mark's a good guy." Usually I'm like, "Man, Mark's an asshole."
That's good. Sorry, Mark, if you're listening, Baish does not care for you.
I do not.
I actually don't know many Marks, to be honest. I mean, I might have worked with some in the past. I'm sure I have, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. I don't really know Marks.
Really? Unless you're Mark, the guy from Saved by the Bell, I like that guy. I met that guy twice. So he's cool. Every other Mark, you guys suck.
No. What about the word crate? We get a lot of crates at work. It's usually stuff being delivered. I think the biggest thing that I hate about crates is the way that they get delivered. So not necessarily crates themselves, but the way that they get loaded on trucks. If you're a forklift driver and you've ever experienced going into a trailer that's jam-packed and they don't stack the crates or the pallets correctly,
yeah,
dude, it's the biggest pain in the ass trying to stack that stuff.
What if they fall?
Like,
you ever been in there pulling one out and it just starts to wobble? You're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go slower, and then it just gives way.
Yep, it's happened.
We had that with tomato sauce and oil. All fell and just broke everywhere.
We had it with it was I mean, for me, it's happened more than once. Is usually like 2 stacks of dog food, and then something on top of that, like syrup or just just something disgustingly sticky. And like you'll go to pull it off, and the way they're all stacked on top of each other, they jiggled around during the delivery, and it all just like the bags rip open on the dog food because it's too jam packed together that you can't lift it enough to move it.
Yeah,
dude. And then like the top, like the syrup or something will scrape the top and rip the whole top layer off, and then it just goes everywhere.
It's not cool.
Truck drivers, I'm talking to you. You guys need to watch your driving, and then all those depots out there that don't know how to fucking load a truck.
Oh, bro, don't know how to load a truck or don't know how to build a pallet. Hey, I know this is hard to understand, but heavy shit goes on the bottom. Light shit goes on the top. Because we've had problems with because our warehouse is going through a lot of overchange because a lot of people are quitting.
Right.
So they got people in there like somebody put paper plates and napkins boxes on the bottom and put dog food and like wood on top,
Which makes no sense.
because it's crushing the stuff on the bottom
Yes.
and it's making the pallet super wobbly. So when even a jolt, it just collapses.
Well, see,
So
if that was an instance for me at my work, we would deny the delivery and make them ship a new one.
I've denied it, but sometimes they're just like, oh well, you can't because this is the only delivery that you're gonna get, and we need it. So I'm just like, I gotta have two people on each side pushing it up as I pull it out.
Oh man! And then you got like the lip on the forklift, like so, like if it goes too high up, it's hitting the trailer, like the top of the trailer, and you can't get the forks in there. That's another problem.
It's just all bad, dude. It's just
dude. Anybody that listens to this that has no idea what we're talking about, good for you. I hope you never have to deal with it.
If you have a desk job where you get to go to and just chill, well, not chill, but do work or be on the phones all day long, I envy you.
What was the other word here? Wire. We have a power sink in the kitchen, and it automatically dispenses detergent, and it wasn't doing it. Like the sensors were like messed up. So I took the control panel off. Obviously I turned off the main electrical source or whatever before I opened it up. And then I opened up the control panel I've never done. And then there's like a little reader on it that's electric. So I had to turn it back on to read the reader. And I went to touch a wire, dude, shocked the fuck out of me.
Oh man.
It looked like a little foam plug wire too. It wasn't like it didn't look like something that would do that, and it shocked the shit out of me. Wait,
so is your sink one of those sinks that like opens up with the water and like closes and like?
It doesn't open and close. It's just 3 compartments that are open, but like the washing part is like it spins and it circulates and heats up the water. And that's how you wash the dishes. It's actually really cool how it works, but it's I was not happy.
That sounds dope. When I think of wires, I think of when I was a cop and I had to wear a wire.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay. When I think of wires, that's what I think about.
Like for me, I feel like the biggest, like my concern with wires would be that I don't want to be caught with a wire.
I got caught once.
Yeah.
I
imagine that went really well for you.
Oh, it went.
One of your being stabbed. One of your being stabbed moments.
Well, that's not the time I got stabbed. I did get shot in the vest though.
Okay.
Because the SWAT team and the lieutenant that was there on scene that was supposed to come in, they were dealing with something else outside the house.
Okay.
So they weren't paying attention to what's going on inside the house. And when they put the wire on me, the wire is supposed to go underneath and it's supposed to turn up so the wire doesn't fall out.
Okay.
Well, they didn't pull it upwards and it wasn't taped or pushed in, so it fell out.
Oh, no shit.
So that little loose bit came out.
Oh, man.
So the person saw it, opened fire. I fell behind the couch, and then like they were sitting there, and then SWAT came through the window and through the back.
Jeez. Sounds like a wonderful experience.
It's so fun. I know what you're thinking. Can't have that much fun, but I can.
Yeah, you can have fun. What's going on, Wilfredo? How you doing, man? Hey, so thanks for tuning in, man. We are doing a random word generator and just discussing topics that come up based off of those words. So thanks for tuning in, man. This next set of words is quiver, needle, form, and cable. Quiver and needle. I mean, I know plenty of people who quiver at the sight of needles. I don't. I don't mind needles.
Well, I got tattoos, and so
needles
don't bother me.
It's painful, but it's addicting at the same time, kind of a thing. It's not even that painful, really. It depends on the spots.
True. Like my neck, I fell asleep. My chest hurt. That one hurt. Like right near the sternum. That hurt.
Yeah. I like to. I don't donate plasma for some extra money. I don't, because those needles are they're huge. They're like that.
Man, I wish I could do that. I can't.
Really?
Like you can't find veins in my arms.
Yeah.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't take it out of my hand, but they can't take it out of my hand because the needle's so fucking big.
See, my veins are real jumpy. Like, so if it's the wrong person, the one thing I hate about donating plasma is the people that do it. You have like 2 of them that work there that are good at it, and then the rest of them suck. And then they'll like sit here and I call it pull stick, and they'll take the needle and they go like this and under the skin. And it's like, that's what hurts. That irritates the shit out of me. The rest of it I don't care about.
When I think of a quiver, also, I think of I got Roman, like a quiver, like a feather.
It's called a quiver.
Yeah, where you put it like you can like write with it.
Okay, yeah.
That. So I got him one of those. So that's what I think of in my head.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
What about the word form or cable? Cable just kind of jumps in there with wire to me.
Yeah. Or watching cable when you're a kid.
Yeah, cable TV.
Trying to get Skinamax.
It's not, anymore it's Skinamax. Yeah, that's funny, man. That conversation was interesting because anybody who knows anything about regular television, like plug it into the back of the TV into the wall to get your basic channels.
Yeah,
like there was always that one channel where you could get that feed to where just enough to where you could see the fucking porn.
Yeah, because
even like the full on thing.
Like, is that an elbow or is that a titty? Like you don't know what it is. It's really weird. Where'd Dylan go? I'm by myself now.
No, you're good. I'm back. I have these side buttons on my mouse. Come on, damn it. Why is my mic not working? There we go. I've got these side buttons on my mouse, and if I click them, it kicks me off. No, you can't hear me? Nothing? Nothing? Hello? Nothing? You can't hear me? All right, hold on. What's going on here? Audio. Hello. I got nothing. Fuck. You jump off and then come back. Yes. Sorry, everybody. I'm an idiot. That's what I get for clicking buttons on the side of my mouse. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, so it wasn't on my end. It was on your end because I didn't do anything. Whenever I jumped off, it must have done something to you.
Probably.
So everybody that just heard me rant for like a minute, it's actually my fault. No big deal though. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, shit happens. It's called being a podcaster and that's what I get for doing stuff live though. I can't edit it out.
I don't edit my stuff out anyway.
I don't care. It's that natural, man. I love that natural feel to it.
Right? Like we had a guest on who told us that they were at a party, right? And like they had got there. It was a wedding, and he had took some girl back to his room, and they were like, having fun, drinking champagne, playing hide the rainbow roll, the oompa oompa. And she was just like, hey, put it somewhere else. He's like, all right, cool. And he did. And they're still drinking champagne. And then lights were out. It was dark. He pulls out, and it's an explosion. Because, champagne's carbonated.
Right. Why is it doing this? I don't understand.
Know. But the explosion happened all over the place. So I made a shirt called Mud Champagne.
Mud Champagne. That's good. I like it.
Right?
All right, let's see here. I'm going to share the next round of words here. What we got? We have make, giraffe, minute, and zipper. You and I both like to cook, so whenever I'm making things, I'm always cooking. I mean, that's kind of my thing. I love to cook.
Yeah, I'm kind of brining the turkey now, so
Oh yeah, man. Our last turkey, we did it was a Lebanese turkey. We roasted it with we stuffed it with rice and lemons and rosemary, and then we rubbed it down with cinnamon and allspice and rosemary and cracked pepper. It was actually really good. It was different. It was very different. It had like that more of that. I don't know. You know how allspice is. It gives it that weird spice flavor. That's I don't know.
Like
it makes it feel Middle Eastern.
Like I won't eat the turkey, but I'll make it.
Oh, you don't eat turkey?
Well, no, because the bone.
Oh yeah, it's bone in. But that's why you just shave the breast, man. You just cut the meat off the breast.
Mm-mm.
No? All right. See, I'm not that serious about it.
I can't do that.
I don't like pork. I
can't eat it.
I don't like pork chops on the bone. Can't do it. Like pork loin, yeah, I'm all about it, but I can't do pork chops.
I don't eat anything on the bone. Like I really want to eat ribs,
Right.
but it's on a bone.
Yeah. See, I've only had them a couple times where I was like, okay, like you don't even have to. You just pull it off the bone. It's not like somewhere you're like sitting here trying to get the fat to strip it away. And that's too much for me, man. And then when I think of giraffe, you ever see the videos where giraffes fighting?
Oh, hitting each other's neck.
They like fold their necks and they're like whipping each other with their heads. That's hilarious.
When I think of giraffe, I think of Prince. There's a story that Prince woke up one night at like 1:30 in the morning and called his assistant and told him to buy him a giraffe.
Really?
And Prince lived in Minnesota. So they actually bought a giraffe the next day. So when I think of giraffe, I think of crazy ass Prince.
That right there just reminded me, I don't know why, but The Hangover, where they have the giraffe in the back seat.
Oh.
They just like drive under the bridge.
Good shit.
It's good stuff, man. Hangover was always great. So many people like talk shit about it, but I thought Hangover was great. There was no
Hangover 1 and 2 were good. 3 was weird.
I never saw 3.
Yeah.
I saw the first 2. I didn't really have interest. I feel like after the first 2, I didn't need to see the third one.
The same thing.
You ever see Pretty Little Things? Or not Pretty Little Things. No,
the movie with Jared Leto and
no, I'm thinking of something different. Is it Dirty Little Secrets or I don't know. It's got fuck, I can't think of their names. God damn it, now it's gonna bug me. I'm the one who brought it up. It's not Pretty Little Things. It's got Cameron Diaz in it. It's an older film. It's basically Hangover before Hangover. It's like they go to Vegas for the bachelor party, and one of the guys kills a stripper.
Ooh, I haven't seen that movie. I don't know what the name is.
I think it's
know what you're talking about. Because he's in the bathroom.
Dirty Little Things or something like that.
He's in the bathroom with her, right? And they're doing it, and he
hangs her on the coat rack. And then the rest of it is just a bunch of different incidences that like unfold. And it's good, but it's literally like that's what Hangover reminds me of.
It's a good movie.
I think it's called Dirty Little Things, but I'm not 100%.
It could be called Dirty Little Secrets.
I don't know. God damn it. I'm going to look this up right now. Let's see here. Cameron Diaz.
Old Cameron Diaz was hot. Like The Mask.
See, I never thought that she was that attractive.
Really? Even in The Mask?
No, yeah, no, it's called Very Bad Things. Very bad things. There we go. Okay. No, I mean, I don't think she's like unattractive, just not I don't find her attractive.
Oh, because we had
does that make sense?
It makes sense. Like we had a vote in the ROC where we were like, who's hotter? It was like, who's hotter, Emily Clark from Game of Thrones?
Okay.
Or Anna Kendrick.
Is Emily Clark the dragon princess or whatever? She was pretty damn good looking, man.
And it was either her or Anna Kendrick.
I don't like Anna Kendrick's personality.
Hey.
I don't, man.
Anna Kendrick is like, for me, Anna Kendrick is like one of the hottest women in Hollywood. For me.
You think so?
Okay. Yeah, for me, she's like one of the hottest women in Hollywood.
Have you seen The Voices with Ryan Reynolds? and her.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah,
And
that is
he
funny.
like kills her and her head's in the fridge.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Anna Kendrick's just kind of everything I've seen her in, like her personality is exactly the same. Like it doesn't change.
Quirky.
Yeah, but that's kind of. I'm all about personalities, man. And if you have a very monotone personality, it's like, ugh.
I would drink her bathwater.
I'm sure you would. now you're starting to sound like Shady. At 3 a.m. in the morning, where you like shove somebody in the tub and then drinks the bathwater.
Yeah,
I think that's part of the lyrics, something like that.
I got it.
Do you?
I do it.
Yeah. What were the other words here? Let's see here. Zipper. Have you ever zipped your shit up
Yep.
in your pants?
Yep.
I've done it. Definitely done that.
And then minute. One time, this is embarrassing, but one time I was really crushing on some girl. I was like 19.
Right.
Like really hard. I was like, man, she's so hot, this and this, right? We're trying to woo her for like months. She finally gave me the time of day, right?
Right.
And I was so excited to be seeing her naked. We started doing stuff, and I lasted less than a minute. It was so embarrassing. I was just sitting there like, I'm sorry.
Oh man. For I don't know. Whenever I think of a minute, all I think of is how fast it goes anymore, man. A minute goes by so fast.
It does, especially
Time
when you're
goes
like
by.
sitting there. You're like, oh, all right, oh.
Well, and days blend together, man. Like I can't fucking. Like, you forget what day it is. It's like, damn, is it? I'm already 34 now. Like, god damn, man, time's just flying.
Sometimes it goes by fast, but sometimes you have those days where it's like slow,
Right.
where it feels like 30 minutes it's only been like 2.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we got blow, cat, gate, and join. Now, for blow, I just think of the movie with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while, but it's a good movie.
Blow is a really good movie.
Uh-huh. Do you have any cats?
I do not like cats.
No cats. No. I've got one indoor cat, and then 2 outdoor cats. Luckily, I like the outdoor ones. The indoor one sucks.
My mom has cats.
We tried to make him an outdoor cat, and he literally climbed the frame of the door to get back in. Like he did not want to be outside.
There you go. You'll never take me alive.
Then when I think of gate, I think of our fence in the backyard, and it's like 6-foot privacy fence, and my blue heeler can clear that fence. Like he won't, but I've seen him jump up high enough to where he could easily get over it. And I'm like, man, if anybody tried to fuck with him, he would tear him up.
Jeez. I'm trying to think about gate.
Or like Pizzagate. Do you think I think of Pizzagate too, you know? That whole conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I think of building a gate, because like when I moved to like Montana or Idaho or wherever I'm gonna move to, where it's like no neighbor, I'm gonna build a giant fucking fence.
Yeah.
Just
see, that's where I want to go, but for some reason my wife and kids now decided that they want to go to like the Florida Ocean, where it's like clear beaches and white sand.
I think of tsunamis and like old
hurricanes and shit like that. Yeah,
old people and hurricanes and stuff.
It was a good time when we were down there, but I mean, honestly, I just want to get the hell out of Kansas. So at this point, I mean, by the time my kids are older, I can always retire up north. We'll see.
See, you want to go somewhere else but Kansas. I want to get out of California.
Yeah. Have you've been there for a long time, man? Quite a few years.
Not really. Well, yeah, I've been here for like 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had a house down here when I was living in London, coming back and forth.
Yep.
But I don't enjoy California.
Were you with your wife now when you kept going overseas?
For like the last year I was doing it, we were together.
Okay.
And then I came out here full time, and I was just like, this sucks. I remember why I didn't like being here.
I can't imagine. That had to be a long plane ride.
It's like 11 hours.
Yeah, that's rough.
But I take a nap for like 6 of it, and then I'm watching a movie. I watch like 2 movies on there, and I take a nap.
Okay, that makes sense.
I take a nap. I eat my meal. Well, I have a snack. I take a nap. I have my meal. I watch 2 movies, and then I'm landing.
Okay. What about? Let's see what else we got here. Join. I mean, basically, what I'm doing right now is having people join on my shows.
Touch tips.
Touch
Touch
tips.
tips.
Let's touch tips, guys.
Yeah.
Let's get our cameras right next to each other. If only I can move our screens a little closer together. Damn StreamYard doesn't give me the opportunity to move them closer. Let's see what else we got here. What are you looking at? Oh, you're just trying to get closer to the screen.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Act, bump, manager, and scribble. I think this is gonna be our last round of words here. For acting, I think when I first started podcasting, I felt like I had to kind of act a certain way to be a podcaster.
Yeah.
I shut that down real quick. I hate it. I got a lot of respect for people who act, but it's not my thing. I'm not very good at it. I'm not good
for
at it.
me, like I told you before, I love some of me. Like I love me. So I can't I did think of acting a certain way when I was podcasting, because I see other people that act a certain way on their podcast and they're not like that in real life. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. Takes too long. You gotta think of stuff and act a certain way all the time. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. No, it's not very not my thing. I mean, I like to do like stand up improv kind of stuff. Like that's fun for me. It's just comical. Because if I mess up, it's improv, so it don't matter.
Yeah, if you mess up, it's still funny.
For bump, I can't really think of anything besides that's not drug related for bump.
Oh man, taking a bump means getting hurt.
You get a bump or a scrape on your knee or something, or your elbow.
It could be that, like for wrestlers, like the great Corey Castle. Taking a bad bump means like let's say you're on the top rope or you're on a ladder and you don't aim it right, or somebody hits and you fall off. That's taking a bad bump,
right?
Because you're getting hurt.
That
or just
sense.
Taking a bump means taking somebody's move, like full on. So
yeah, that makes
when
sense.
I think of bump, I do think of cocaine, but I also think of wrestling.
Yes.
So.
Okay. What about for manager? Anything that pop out of your head? I've definitely had. Okay, so when I worked at Kroger, so I worked for Dillon's. That's the Kroger store out here. I know Kroger is like national, but like there's different chains of it. What's the Kroger out there? Is it King Supers?
I think it's Bonds.
Okay, I don't know. I worked at a Dillon's, and the manager was like this late 40s chick, and I mean she was decent looking for her age, but she was a complete bitch. But then she had a 16-year-old daughter that, I mean, I was 20. I mean, she was cute, but obviously way too young. But she would hit on, I mean, she would go around and hit on guys. It wasn't just me. But like, and then if you would turn her down, she would like try to get you in trouble.
Oh, man. I had a manager when I was 24, when I was working both jobs.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't work for the place anymore, so I can just say it. It was at Bonds. So, like, I would always take a nap because I'd have school and the academy, and then I'd go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be tired as hell, so I'd go upstairs and take a nap because it was 2 levels to the store. The top level was where they kept all, like, the stuff for the seasons and stuff.
Right.
So I'd go upstairs and take a nap. So she would know I'd go upstairs and take a nap. So one day, she went upstairs while I was taking a nap in the room, and it was dark, and she went in there and took her clothes off.
Oh.
And was just standing there and woke me up. I was like, what the And she was like, hey, I thought you were cute. So, So I was like, no, this isn't happening. But to be fair and to be honest, 2 weeks later, it happened again. And I succumbed to it.
You succumbed. Never had any experiences like that. Good for you. I did. That reminds me of like this. There was this married chick. I was 19. No, I wasn't. I was like 17 and she was 19. She was married to some dude in the military. He was a recruiter. And they had just moved there. And I met her at like a Hot Topic at the mall or something. And she was always hitting on me. And I was like, well, I mean, if you and your husband want to come out sometime, and I can show you guys around, because they weren't from here, and
Yeah.
I'll show you around or whatever. So we met up one day, and it was just her. And I'm like, well, where's your husband? Oh, I thought it'd be awkward if you came. So as soon as she said that, I was like, okay, if you're thinking it's gonna be awkward, then clearly there's a little more going on here than I, you just want to be friends. And we ended up hooking up, and like after that, she would send me nude pics and stuff, like, and not delete them from her. She wouldn't delete them from her phone, and like her husband eventually was like harassing me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not the one asking her for this shit. She's just doing it. Clearly, there's an issue that bigger than me. You need to address that with your wife.
I had one of those instances where I went to some girl's house, and she was married to some dude in the military.
Right.
And we were sitting there, and I always try to figure out like why she never had any pictures up. So what she would do is before I'd come to her house, she'd hide all of their like wedding photos and all of their pictures. And one time she forgot and just placed it down. So when I got up to go drink some Gatorade, because I had, performed very well, so I was parched. So I went and I saw one of the frames sticking down and pulled it up, and it was them in like, it was their like wedding photo.
Right.
I was like, what is this? She's like, oh, I'm married, but things aren't going well.
Well, if they weren't going well, wouldn't you just say that?
I would think, but I think some people do have a thing where they don't want to help somebody cheat.
Fair enough. All right, man. Well, here's what's going to happen. I don't even know what to say, honestly, other than we're going to wrap this up. I do want to wrap this up by talking a little bit about just a tour to you, though. Baish has helped me with this. My co-host on my other show, Jesse, a.k.a. Brofiki, has been helping. Coda, he's behind the scenes, but he's been a big help as well, so thank you guys. A tour to you is going to be good, even if we don't sell out the tickets, which I am really pushing that we do. Even if we don't, it's going to be a great experience and a great opportunity, and I think it's going to definitely change the direction of me from podcasting. I mean, not to get rid of podcasting, just kind of expand into other stuff. So
yeah,
I'm pretty
the
excited.
tour to you looks awesome.
It does.
That's not been done.
I can't think of. I mean, I haven't found anything like it.
No, the only thing I told you before that it seems like kind of like would be like the versus battles things, but those were just like over the hill, overhyped, like stars from like 10, 15, 20 years ago. That, it wasn't like an experience
right
where it felt like it was just for you.
Right. And there's a lot of like there's shows out there that are similar, but they're not like they're shows. They're not like a concert. They're like a actual series on a channel or something. It's not that experience that's meant for you. It's a show that was invested in and produced, and like we're just we're bringing something that's meant just for the people buying the tickets. It's meant for people who are wanting to be involved in a good cause, and it's giving not only is it giving exposure to aspiring artists that are social media is so flooded with music right now that a lot of people get a decent following, but people still don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So
you're just hitting that follow button just to hit it.
Yes. So I mean, it's a whole new like realm of just promoting things and giving not just like we're giving it to a good charity. We're promoting artists that aren't well known, and it's going to be a good time.
Sure. You go to Eventbrite, you get your tickets.
Yeah,
they go on sale December 9th.
Tomorrow.
Exactly, tomorrow. It's a tour to you. It's something different. Something,
it is something unique, and it's for you.
And it's it's part of a charity too. Money's going to a charity. SeekSafely.org. It's a great charity.
Yep,
it's good stuff.
It is.
Don't
it's
be
great.
stingy.
It's great stuff. Don't be stingy. It's $15. I'm buying a ticket. I don't even need to. I'm the host.
Yeah,
and I'm buying.
I'm buying a ticket too. So it's not. We're buying it. Other people are buying it. It's like Dylan said, the ginger. It's more of a point of like when are you going to be able to sit there and be able to see artists performing to where it's like something for you, and then in between that, getting to talk to some of the people that are involved in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you're giving money to a charity.
Yes, it's going to a good cause.
Yeah,
When we hand them over the donation and they're like thanking us, they're not thanking you and me. They're thanking the people who bought the tickets.
exactly.
So
You're helping help someone. If you ever look, put it this way, if anybody out there, if you ever look at something where you see someone has committed suicide, or you see something about mental health, or kids' mental health, or somebody's mental health, this is an opportunity to give money to something that helps people in that in that group.
exactly.
So you're helping somebody else that you don't know, get the help that they need.
Exactly. And it's even like that's another thing is we all have something, like we all need to talk sometimes, and it's if you don't know who to reach out to, that's what they're there for. Like Seek Safely is literally meant to help you find whatever resource you need. Like that's literally the cause of what they do, and it's such a fantastic thing. Like it's I know one of the doctors that are on the board for this charity, and he's a great guy. He's been on my show a few times. Dr. Glenn Doyle, he's cares, and he wants to, he talks to you like you're a person. And it's just, if you look at, just go to seeksafely.org and just look at it, and you'll understand what I'm saying. It's a good cause, and that's why I want to back it, and that's why we're going to back it. So I'm pretty pumped about it. With that being said, we just wrapped up another episode of Stardom, and as always, it was random.
Exactly.
A little more random because it was random for me too, but I liked it. I think I want to do some more stuff like that every now and then. There's a lot of apps on the phone, so being able to share the screen is nice because I can, mess around with it and do other things.
It's good shit.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about doing something like that, but with like, how Post Malone came up with his name with a word generator or whatever.
Yeah.
And like doing an episode with that, but like whatever the word pops up, we have to describe like a podcast that would fit that, like what it would mean. Man. That'd be a good one.
That is a good one.
All right, man. Well, you and I will be in touch today. We're both off. To everybody that tuned in, Wilfredo, I think you're the only one. Thanks. I think the only one is awake. But we didn't promote. I mean, this is what happens when you don't promote and you just do it last minute. So I know there will be listens. There always is. So I appreciate everybody. And until next time, we'll see you around.
Word.